All right, you guys, video 3. In this video, we're going to be talking about creating your list, how to launch your party, and how to get people there. Now, before you do anything, you're going to want to create a list. This list is just for you. No one else is going to see it, so you can put anybody on it that you want. But you're going to want to physically write down a list. Now, maybe that means pen and paper for you, or maybe if you're like me and you prefer digital, maybe a Google Doc or a Word doc. Whatever it is, you need a space where you're going to keep track of these people. Now, they say a list of 100 is a really healthy list, but if you ask me, that number 100 can seem really daunting, and I do not want you to get overwhelmed thinking about 100 people to put on this list. So what I want you guys to do is I just want you to think of 20 people. Now, I'm going to get very specific. I want you to think of 10 people who can benefit from the product. So think about your friends and family. This is going to be your warm market, your hot market, right? Maybe people you went to school with, your besties. These are the people who are going to fall into that 10. Now, the other 10 are going to be people who could benefit from having this as a business. Maybe car salesmen, right? They can give circles or bars or the vent clips as a thank you gift, or realtors or home stagers or wedding planners. Anyone who could potentially use these products as a gift, and that could be a tax write-off for them. Those people are amazing to have on your list. There's a formula that we follow for every single party, and it's called 10-7-2-1. You want to invite enough people to your party to get 10 people attending. Now, out of those 10 people who show up to the party, we want 7 of them to make a purchase. We want 2 of them to book their own party, and then we want 1 person to join. We want 1 person to start their own business. Now, that could be a customer, or it could even be your host, because they are already an advocate of the product if they're hosting a party. Now, if you or your host are having trouble getting to that 10 number, encourage your guests that have already RSVP'd to bring a friend. 1, you're going to hit your goal of the amount of people that are going to be there. 2, you increase your possibility of more sales, more bookings, more potential opportunity conversations. And then 3, that means that you are going to be around people who you don't know. That's your cold market. That is where you want to be. So encourage people to bring a guest. Now, if you ask me, I treat my catalogs like gold. The price per unit of a catalog is so much more expensive. So I use product list, and you got these in your kit. So what I like to do is I like to give every guest who walks in the door a product sheet and a pen. That is it. This is their catalog. This is their wish list. I encourage them to treat this like the Toys R Us Christmas guide, right? Circle everything that you want. You can draw a circle or star or whatever it is by the scents that you like whenever you smell them. Mark this sheet up. It's theirs to keep. Now, when you think about your presentation or your display or your table, keep it as simple as possible. Whatever you got in your kit is enough. Even if you joined in maybe a discount month where we offer smaller kits, whatever you got, it is plenty. All people need is testers to smell and a warmer to see how it works. The last thing that you want to do is be lugging in 4 bags and a rolling suitcase in. Anyone who sees you doing that and setting up, they're like, man, I definitely don't want to do that. But if they see you only bring in 1 bag and you set up super fast and you tear down super fast, like I could do that. Like that was really easy for her to do. Keep it simple. You're going to want to play a game to loosen people up. The workstation, our back office, has a ton of ideas. You can just search for party games. My favorite is the Saran ball game, and I'll put a link down below to an example of that. It is a hit at every home event that I do. Now, one piece of advice is to make sure that you are not secluding yourself. You want to be mixing and mingling with all the people at the party, especially if you are outside of your launch and you're now at maybe someone who booked off of your launch party and you're in your cold market. You don't know any of these people. Make sure you insert yourself in conversations and keep your ears open. You want to be listening to conversations and putting people in different buckets. Maybe you overhear someone say like, "Oh, I only just came to, hang out with you guys. I really don't have enough money." That person can go into a host bucket so that way you can help her get free and half price rewards. Or maybe as you're doing your presentation and you're talking about how much fun you've been having and how awesome your team is, and maybe someone is like leaning in and nodding on everything you say, or maybe they're even asking questions, they are going to go in your opportunity bucket. Now, when it's time to order, I personally like to create a safe space. I don't like to do it in front of everybody just in case someone has an issue with how much they're spending or maybe how much they're not spending. I have them bring their wish list and I fill out the order form for them. So we kind of swap. I hand them the order form and ask them to fill out the top while I look over their product list. Now, as I'm looking over the product list, I'm thinking about the bundle and saves. This is probably one of the best things that you can know going into a party. And honestly, you'll have a catalog, right? You can just have this sitting next to it, but see, how can I save this person money? Maybe they only liked 4 bars. Well, if they get one more, they can get another one for free. So really knowing and having your bundle and saves next to you so you can save them money. Now, this next part might push you out of your comfort zone a little bit, might make you like, oh, I don't want to ask that. But I ask this at every single home party I do. And it's very surprising the results that I get. So every single person I say, you know what, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you just want to be a customer and 10, you want to do what I do, where do you find yourself on that scale? You guys, anyone over a 1, they go on my keeping warm list. Super simple. Now, as you're totaling their order, and also I want you to keep this in mind, maybe you're sending a pouch party or a basket party out and they're not local. The whole party is going to be shipped to someone in a completely other state. When it comes to the tax is wherever it is being shipped. So if everything is being shipped to you, you're going to look at what your sales tax is in your zip code. If it's going to be shipped to your host, look at your host zip code, find out what their sales tax is, and show her how to calculate the tax with her zip code's tax. Now, the last thing, remember, the main goal of this launch party is to get you as close, if not earning your shooting star award, that 500 PRV mark. If you hit that 500 PRV mark within your first 15 days, you are well on your way to getting your first promotion within the first 30 days. All right, that's it for this video. I'll see you in video 4 where we talk about closing a party and using those rewards.